WWE want to sign key AEW stars, plus top NXT stars could be getting drafted to SmackDown tonight, and a WWE Hall of Famer is returning on SmackDown tonight as well. It's all in the wrestling news right now. WWE have their peepers, which is how the cool kids say, eyes on some AEW names. What's going on here, Andrew?
What's going on? Well, this comes from Dave Meltzer on the Wrestling Observer Radio. He said there are AEW contracts that are coming due at the end of the year. Several of them, many of them, and WWE obviously will be pursuing all of them, or all the ones that are key ones that they could get. Now, Fightful report that the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega have contracts due for renewal in January 2024.
So Young Bucks and Omega. I'm sure there have been a few sort of whispered words about, like, would WWE sign the Young Bucks? Would WWE sign Kenny Omega? Almost like, would they do it just out of spite? Very likely.
Maybe.
But there's certainly a few names that have made a name for themselves on the other side that I think WWE would be keen to get on board.
Yeah,
especially with
so.
Triple H running the show, who kind of knows.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think as we've talked about before, I believe on the news and in multiple other videos that we've done before, I think the treatment of Cody within WWE, yes, he didn't win the big one, not yet at least anyway. I think the treatment of Cody and how he's still managed to maintain what makes Cody Rhodes Cody. Yes, you could argue that, you know, Cody Rhodes has always sort of been it felt like he would fit in WWE regardless anyway, you know, sort of his demeanor, how he comes off and everything. But however, you know, I think the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega could also do that within WWE too.
I think they'd be a nice fit. I could see quite a few people from AEW potentially making some magic in WWE. I'm sure MJF would be another name that's come up.
Yeah.
The bidding war of 2024.
Of course.
And all of that. I'm pretty sure him and Tony have made an agreement.
I think so as well.
I think
so as well. I feel like he definitely has a lot more leeway in AEW than he would probably on WWE. I think he'd have to rein it back quite a bit at least anyway.
Which AEW stars do you think would do brilliantly in WWE under Triple H's reign? Let us know in the comments and below. Let's talk draft, shall we?
Oh, it's a bit chilly, shall we?
It's a draft blowing in tonight. The WWE draft gets underway. Yesterday, WWE.com uploaded the draft eligibility lists. So the stars that are eligible for draft tonight and the ones that are eligible for draft on Monday. Now, two key things that I noticed in this. One is that tag teams and stables on the whole are getting drafted together.
Oh, that is interesting.
So like the Judgment Day are a package, and the Bloodline are a package, and the Street Profits are a package and such like that. So that seems to kind of do away with those things. They're like, oh, tag teams could get split up.
Yeah, that was interesting, because I thought that would be a way to do it if they did want to make, you know, certain people, maybe like your Montez Fords or your Chad Gables, into single stars on their own. So this is really interesting. I was thinking that might have been more of the case if they were going to split people up, with Triple H being like, it's going to be a game changer this year. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. That certainly seems that was going to be the case. But the other thing I noticed from the list of eligibility that they published, at the bottom of each day, it just says select NXT superstars.
Oh.
So that confirms, if we needed any confirmation, that there'll be call-ups as part of the draft tonight and on Monday. Now, there's been a few names floated around. Fightful Select adding Ilya Dragunov as a name potentially pitched to join the main roster. They said that Pretty Deadly, a name that PW Insider revealed could be getting a call-up. They can confirm that their sources have said, yep, they've been pitched for a call-up as well.
But they're dead.
I know, right?
They died.
Pretty Deadly on the main roster. They just bring their, like, bloated, drowned carcasses in.
There you go.
It's what you wanted. It's proper Weekend at Bernie's style, that is. Also, Tyler Bates from Works Wrestling. They say that he's a possible for a draft call-up as well.
Yeah, I think WWE higher-ups were pretty impressed, weren't they, with his little fight against Dolph Ziggler on Main Event recently. So
they very much liked.
Why not? Bloody Bates, Grand, all those names in there are absolutely phenomenal.
Cameron Grimes, according to Fightful Select, has been considered for a main roster roster call-up for months. Actually were to SmackDown taping in February. Now, they asked WWE, did Fightful, about Cameron Grimes' SmackDown tryout, and they said WWE doesn't have NXT talent work the SmackDown tapings. Instead, NXT talent regularly works main event tapings before Raw. So that was their response going, hang on, no, NXT stars don't do SmackDown, which makes the next part of our story all the more interesting, doesn't it? Because there's a few other ones. Don't read that last line.
All right.
I've doubled it up there. Little bit behind the curtain there. I put these together and I realised I've copied the same bit twice. That's it. You've got this.
We don't do that bit, right?
I knew you would have done, but I thought just for my own satisfaction.
You're a good one. You're a good one. PW Insider Elite here saying that Bron Breakker and Cora Jade are both currently scheduled to be at tonight's Friday night SmackDown taping. PW Insider Elite has been told. There is no word whether they'll be part of the WWE draft or are scheduled for dark matches. Jade apparently really impressed some in management at this past week's Raw taping, which was obviously a main event taping.
But
her and Nikki Cross.
They don't do NXT stars for SmackDown taping, so that would suggest something big's happening with Braun and Cora tonight.
Because obviously everything that happened at Spring Break-In, it felt like Braun still has a little bit of something there with Carmelo Hayes. But I guess it's not. It wouldn't be so weird to have him called up and then maybe do like his last thing on Battlegrounds and then go back to the main roster sort of thing.
I think it's not out of the realms of possibility that you have somebody, as you say, called up and then they go, I've got some unfinished business here.
Yeah.
I'll go and sort that out. It's happened before where they've called people up and they've gone, well, we're still doing a thing over here. So that may happen. For Cora Jade, I feel like she's in quite a good position just to head on up to the main roster and do some good stuff straight away, I think.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Steady away for Cora Jade. We'll find out on SmackDown tonight. But another name has been circulated to be part of SmackDown tonight. It is a WWE Hall of Famer. Go on, Andrew. You can read the next part now.
Let me tell you something, player. PW Insider Elite say WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long will be in Corpus Christi, Texas for Friday night SmackDown, specifically the draft episode tomorrow, as well as Monday's Raw draft episode 2. No word on his role or whether he's going to be back regularly with the company. I love Teddy Long so much. I always remember when I was younger watching the 2005 draft and when JBL wins that like tournament style thing, and then out comes Teddy Long to tell him, no, you've got Batista to beat you, and Batista gets drafted to SmackDown.
Because JBL thought he was going to win a new world title.
He did,
And then Teddy went, oh, wait, one thing, we've already got a champ.
Yeah, you're the number one contender, and you're up against this guy, and out comes Batista. And I love Teddy Long.
Teddy Long is SmackDown royalty. Like, he is an iconic, like, for me, SmackDown isn't SmackDown without somebody booking a tag team match player, or telling somebody they're going one-on-one with The Undertaker.
Of course.
But those two tropes aside, Teddy Long's just a great force of charisma and energy, and absolutely bang on to do stuff for the draft tonight.
Yeah, for a draft, I think it riles up the crowd, doesn't it? When Teddy Long's got like, one more thing, kind of, and you're like, I'm excited.
I feel like, so maybe tonight then, I wonder whether they might have some fun with this and just bring in a couple of GMs from
Undertaker.
From the Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
Undertaker's been drafted 20 times to SmackDown. Maybe like they have Teddy Long doing SmackDown. Maybe they bring back in like an old Raw general manager, maybe a Mick Foley, maybe an Eric Bischoff, or maybe they have Adam Pearce just sort of being the straight guy to Teddy Long's wacky character. That might be how they go.
Pearce could dress up as Mick Foley or Eric Bischoff. He's got like blank canvas. He's bald. You know what I mean? Like blank canvas. Do whatever you want, kind of thing.
He could be whoever. But either so, I'm buzzing to see Teddy Long tonight. That's going to be a lovely night. The draft gets underway tonight and continues on Monday night Raw with WWE. And for the latest wrestling news throughout the day, you can check out cultaholic.com. Take care of yourselves and each other. Keys.
Love you, bye.